Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, sir. And today we are starting the fourth cohort. Okay, the most important aspect is that apart from the Star Startup Awards that we'll have, so we also have the fourth cohort starting. So this is the starting day kind of stuff. And I'm really humbled that we have Prashant Prakash sir here to join us. This is a man who believed in companies at seed stage and stood with them till they became unicorns. Okay, so that's the kind of wherewithal he had. And this has helped if there is a strong investor who comes in, backs you, and stays with you for a very long journey, then the entrepreneurs can do wonders. Okay, so, and in fact, the entire Bangalore and the Karnataka and the Indian startup ecosystem has to be thanking Prashant for believing in entrepreneurs and taking this particular wild thing. And sincere thanks, Kodandaram sir and Anandram sir, that you are here. Okay, without which this function would not be this one. Okay, most importantly, when I say entrepreneurs, I feel that entrepreneurs are romantics. Okay, they romance a lot. They romance and keep romancing. Okay, and somebody has to be supporting their romance, right? So that's the kind of a stuff. When we were discussing about, in last week, we were discussing about what does a heart need. Okay, at that point in time, everybody said that heart will need that, heart will need that, and heart will need this kind of a stuff. But our ancient wisdom says that heart needs romancing, which is heart needs such kind of romancing where you melt. Okay, Hridaya Vidravaka. So that's the kind of ancient wisdom in India, whether it is Tao or those kind of stuff. So I always feel that entrepreneurs are romantics. And as any romantics, you have your blind spots. Okay, and the blind spots, in any romance, people have blind spots because you fall in love either with the idea or with the aspect of you falling in love with that idea. And then you start believing, start imagining kind of a stuff. So there are a lot of blind spots that gets developed as entrepreneur goes through this romantic journey. First thing that at Ramaiah Evolute, what we do is just give a little bit of tools to assess, self-assess, and continuously assess the people to see where the blind spots are. So when we take the organizations in, we do a product market fit, and the product market fit goes for about 3 to 4 months that we have. That's a kind of tool that we use. And a little bit of, okay, while we keep and sustain the romance that the founders have, we also try to enable them so that their blind spots are continuously removed. Okay, so that is what, and that is where Ramaiah Evolute is very different from any other investing ecosystem in India, where we are believers of this romance, and we also believers that you need a little bit of, okay, as long as your intellectual ego is kept in check and intelligence is applied. So that is where we help you and help you pivot and pivot and pivot. And like Prashant here, we also believe in long term. Sitaram sir believes extremely in long term strategies. So it's a very Japanese thought process in his mindset. So that's the reason why we are here. Okay. Just to give you a little bit of what Evolute is about, we started in 2021, that is March 2021, we launched, we had a soft launch, and then in the Q4 of 2021, we started the first cohort. We started with the Star Startup Award, and then first cohort started. So that is how we started the journey, and till date, we have invested in 20 startups. And in 20 startups, we have held them closely and we have mentored them. So there is a very good panel of mentors that we have. So we mentored them, and we are happy that at least we are seeing a 2x kind of a investment growth that we have already made. So that's for an incubator, it is reasonably good for a 3-year kind of a period. And in some of the organizations, of course, some of the companies have made 5x kind of leaps. All those things are there. And some of them which we didn't have revenues have started revenues and sustained the revenues and thrived revenues over a year and those kind of stuff. So that is where we come in. And the kind of companies that we are investing are always, one core philosophy of Ramaiah Evolute is how to enable core tech, deep tech, hard tech in India, because sometimes what happens, the investment market is looking at just growing their monies and whatever is, whether it is e-commerce, realty, that, this, okay, there is a certain trend, okay. There's a street trend, as we call. So we are going with the street trend. So we wanted something which is unique and invest in India development, okay, which is hard tech, core tech, deep tech, and which is going into the overall development of India's backbone. And that is where, so we have shied away from investing much into just business innovations, okay. Some parts we have done business innovations, but mostly we have to go into the core and see where there is a deeper innovation inside the organization, and we have invested in those kind of companies. The kind of technology space that we have invested, we have spread across biotech, medtech, agri-tech. We have, I mean, you saw everything. So we have invested in, so there is no we'll focus only on this area or that area kind of stuff. But we are also sensitizing on the sustainability part of it. So that's another angle that we are looking at. Today we have selected about 21 companies. These companies were selected of the 400 applications. For cohort 4, that is a 2024, we got about 400 applications, 400 plus applications that we got. And of which we had a very, very Dr. Arvind led a very beautiful way of screening the companies. We had 2 rounds of interviews and then finally a panel interview, and that is how the companies are selected. And we strongly believe that these 21 represent, of the 400, these 21 represent, they have done something unique, something better, and they have done some right innovation in right angling and also the right messaging. So their innovation has come out with the right messaging as well. Okay, so that's what we have looked at. One key thing that we have also looked at, probably from the second year onwards, we have started looking at all the companies with a global scalability. So they should be able to not just innovate in India and just the growth of GDP in India, but also start globally going and then increase the overall value. So these companies have innovations which can go global. So that is the kind of a thing. And I really want to, my simple message to all the founders here who have got the startup awards and then further going through the entire process, please get into this practice. If you have to pivot. Okay, don't hold on to your intelligent ego while you are romanticizing and romancing with the idea. Okay, if there is a mentor who is telling, and if there is somebody holding some mirror at you, don't just ignore. Sometimes you have to ignore because those mirrors you might have seen deeper into the mirror. Okay, but at the same time, just also give valid points and build a very strong mentor ecosystem. I sincerely thank that after 4 cohorts with 20 investments, we have again this year we will be investing into about 8 to 10 companies. Okay, so that's the kind of the 21 we will be investing in 8 to 12 companies, and I wish everyone all the best. And it is really, really at this stage having Prashant come here and this is the energy that we require, okay, for a person who believes in seed and who can take it to unicorns. So that's the energy that we need here. And thank you so much, sir, and thanks everyone here.